is. Hold up, soldier. Salute. If you're going up, salute. Throw it up, salute. Throw it up, salute. Soldier, salute. If you're going up, salute. Throw it up, salute. Throw it up, salute.
All right, family. Shalom. Let's do this thing about ham. As many of you are well aware, there is no such thing as a curse of ham. Matter of fact, let's get into it. Let's get on into it without further ado. Let me see here how I'm going to do this. All right, hold on. Shalom, everybody. Shalom, shalom. Let's get into this Bible. All right, now, people say it's unimportant. Ain't it amazing? They say it's not important. It don't matter. But that's the whole reason for the Messiah dying and sending the Holy Spirit, the Spirit of truth in the first place. The Spirit of truth. The scriptures also say the only way you can worship the Most High is in spirit and in truth. So it does matter. How come all of a sudden, they say it don't matter and everybody is white? Matter of fact, let me do this here. Let me just type this in and see what I get. I'm going to just type in ham. How about that? No pork, just ham. Now, let me type in. You got to put the Bible in there. Let me put the Bible in there. Let me put in Bible. Put that back in, see what happens. Okay. Oh, me. Now, look. They got ham as a white man. Just look. It don't matter. If it don't matter, why you got a picture up there? And then if it don't matter, why is always Europeans the last ones on the earth? It don't matter. But everything, it doesn't matter, but everything is Eurocentric. Now, if it was true, it wouldn't bother me because when I thought God was everybody was white, it was all right with me. It was all right. I could feel his spirit. I knew something wasn't quite right with all this stuff going on. I'm like, well, it's just the world, Yeah, that and a few lies. But yeah. Ham doesn't turn into a white man, so Quam. Let's look up his name in the Strong's dictionaries. Genesis 10. Oh yeah, while I'm looking at it, Judah married a woman from Africa. Well, this here, yeah. No, this is Tamar here. I'll get back to that later. Let's go to Genesis chapter 6. I'll get back to that. I've been in and out. Shalom, Jim, and everybody else. Brenda Hill, Shadariah. Anybody I forgot? Let me just get on in there. I don't want to leave nobody out. Okay, that's it. All right, let's get back over here. Now, see. Let's look up the Hebrew word for ham. I didn't intend to go here, so this video just got a little longer. How about that? All right, 10. Sometimes I don't comment because I want to keep my focus. Keep the main thing. Because sometimes I go back and look and say, oh, man, I ain't even talk about this. All right, now, Genesis 10:6. Let's look at the Strongs. Hold on. Right here. All right, now. Ham. So how you pronounce that? Let's see here. It's Quam. I'm looking for something, but I ain't seeing it. So let me do it another way. I was looking for the Hebrew spelling. I just go to the because I'm not finding. I didn't intend to do this. I'll just do it this way. I'll just do it this way. I'll just show you that it's supposed to be a C there. It used to be, you used to find it'd be Quam. Maybe if I type it in, hold on. Maybe that'll get it to me. Nope. It's got another group of people there. Let's go to Genesis 10. Genesis 10:6. And it's got Quam now, if you can see that. Right there. Genesis 10:6. And the sons of Quam, not Ham. Yeah, y'all can see that. All right. But anyway, let me get on with the get on. Let's get to the Bible. Genesis chapter 10, verse 6. All right, and the sons of Ham, Cush. Let's get to this so-called curse of Ham first. Let me see here. Ain't no curse of Ham. That's how you know the lies are deep. There is no curse of Ham. I'm gonna show it to you in the Bible. There is no such thing. What happened? These weak folks that can't plant their own and do their own work needed to justify enslaving black folk. They say every black person came from Ham, and Ham was cursed. That's what they done. Okay, let's just keep it a buck. Now let's see here. All this boasting and lying, they all this and that. Hey, I mean, that's good if you are. Okay, Genesis chapter 9. All right, let's get over here. Genesis 9. Let's go back a chapter. Can't do their own work. Look at them. That's why they importing all these immigrants over here. Don't want to do their own work. Want somebody to work for free. I'll work, but pay me. Okay? I'll work, pay me. I'll get out there and pick greens, whatever. But you gonna give me a wage that I can live off of. That's what you're gonna do. But anyway. Okay, right here. Genesis chapter 9. Noah drank wine. All right. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father and told his two brethren outside. And Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it upon both their shoulders and went backwards and covered the nakedness of their father and their faces. They went backwards so they wouldn't look on their daddy. Who wants to see your daddy and daughter? Who wants to look at that? I sure don't. But anyway, and they saw not their father's nakedness, and Noah awoke from his wine and knew what his younger son had done unto him. Look, and Noah said, "Cursed be Canaan." Where is the Ham at? Where is the Ham? Cursed be Ham. Where is that at? Huh? This is a specific bloodline. This is a specific nation. This is a specific people. Everybody is from Ham. You got the smallest group of people on the planet. What, about 7%? White folks is about 7%. Everybody else is a little darker than them. You got the smallest group of people on the earth, and they say everybody come from Ham. And then when you Google Ham on the internet, you got Europeans up here. See that? No, and then a big lie. He cursed Ham. Okay? He cursed Canaan. He punished Ham, but he cursed. Yeah, it is right there. Ham himself is not cursed. All right? And neither race nor skin color were ever mentioned. Right. Okay? This is what this is what the Romans done. You have to go back into that when they start creating slavery. Well, this new kind of slavery, them papal bulls. But nevertheless, let's get back over here and let's continue. All right, now, cursed be Canaan. Now, let's get to Genesis 10. All right, y'all see that? This is what Noah said. He cursed Canaan. A servant of servants shall he be unto his brothers. There's no stipulation on how long this is. Okay? We know it wasn't forever. All right, now let's keep going. Next chapter, Genesis 10, verse 6. And the sons of Ham, Cush, Mizraim, which is Egypt, Put, and Canaan. See that? He didn't curse Ham's whole bloodline. Look at it. Noah did not curse Ham's whole bloodline. He just cursed Canaan. For whatever reason. Now, let me give you a Bible verse that curses a whole bloodline. Matter of fact, I give you one short. Adam. Because of him, everybody died, right? That's a whole bloodline. It was stipulated in the Bible, right? If you eat, you gonna die. The Bible it reinforces this, and it says, because of Adam, we all die. But what's this stuff that these colonizers say? I never owned no slaves, and what that got to do with me? You take that over with the Most High. One thing about it, you benefiting from stolen land, bloodshed, and mass genocide, and theft. You benefit. So it got a lot to do with you. But nevertheless, let me give you another curse, a bloodline curse. All right, another bloodline curse. Let me give it to you. Now, Elijah the prophet put the curse of Naaman. Read 2 Kings chapter 5 on Gehazi. Gehazi was one of if modern day prosperity gospel had a forefather. Hey, but then, you know what I'm saying? Hey, before prosperity gospel, he would be right there in the representative. Okay. All right, now he stole from Naaman and then lied to the prophet about it. All right. Now Elijah the prophet is gonna curse Gehazi and his bloodline. And he said unto him, "Wit not mine heart with thee when the man Naaman turn again from his chariot to meet you? Is it a time to receive money, to receive garments and olive yards and vineyards and sheep and oxen and men servants and maid servants? The leprosy, therefore, of Naaman shall cleave unto thee and to thy seed." That's a whole bloodline curse. And how you going to recognize this bloodline? Because he was white. Right there in the Bible. Does that mean every white person on earth is a descendant of Gehazi? No, it doesn't. You got albinos. They was here before this curse, and they here now. No, it does not mean that. But you can pretty much tell you're getting close. Look at that, you're getting close. And this was clean leprosy in the Bible. I don't know. I ain't got on Ham yet. I'm finna get on Ham. I done got triggered, I guess. This was clean leprosy in the Bible. Read the book of Leviticus. That's why they tell y'all to stay out the Old Testament. You're going to start to thinking and critically thinking, and the Most High going to start showing you the lies, and then you're going to have to make a choice. This is just one way you can get white from black. Okay? All right. That extra layer protects us from the radiation and helps us fight 3 out of 4 cancers. Just sunlight helps us fight 3 out of 4 cancers. So go outside. All right, now let's get back over here to Ham. All right, let's get back over here to Ham. Y'all still with me? Are y'all with me? Go to Genesis 3. Make sure I didn't miss nothing. Genesis chapter 10. Okay, hold on. That's a whole bloodline curse stipulated in the Bible. Whole bloodline. Okay? Now, let's go to 10. Cush. Mizraim. I got an image up here somewhere. Let me find it. Hold on. All right. Ham's descendants. Y'all see that? Mizraim is Egypt. Cush, Ethiopia. Nimrod, that's another thing. Nimrod, let's type in Nimrod and see what we get. You're gonna get a white man. It don't matter, but everybody's white. Ain't that something? Type in Nimrod and see what we get. See? These folks don't want the idea of Negroes ruling nothing. How you gonna convince people that they slaves and nobody if they ruling? If they knew who they really are? I'm not talking about just descendants of Ham. I'm talking about us, Israelites. That's why they like to mock you. We was kings. Yeah, but y'all ain't gonna be. Yeah, we might have been, and we coming back, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Nothing. I don't care if you try to get together, whatever you gonna do. Ain't nothing you devils can do about it. You ain't stopped it this far. You've been trying to wipe us out, and guess what? We still kicking strong. Yeah, just go and bust hell wide open. But anyway, let's see, Nimrod. There you go. You got old pale-faced Nimrod. They don't want the idea of a Negro. That's why your black inventions is hidden. The black people that helped win the war, all them black folks that were fighting in all these wars of this country, blotted out. We don't want you slaves getting the idea that you are fighters and warriors. And we don't want you slaves to get the idea that y'all are warriors. But anyway, let me see that. Y'all still with me? Okay. All right. Let me see here. It said I lost connection. Let me go back. I ain't got no video, so it really don't matter. It really don't matter. I'm not playing no videos. I don't plan on playing none anyway. Let me see. Okay, it's coming back. All right, now let me see what else I got. Okay, now let's get to now. Y'all are familiar of Moses, grew up. Wait, before you get to Moses, let's get to Joseph. Joseph was sold into slavery by his brothers. Right? And in the book of Exodus, Joseph, his own brothers did not recognize him amongst the Hamites, the black folk. Joseph's own brothers didn't recognize him amongst the Hamites. Let me see what chapter is that. Let me see here. But anyway, are y'all aware of that? Give me a one if y'all are familiar with the biblical story of Joseph. Let me get a one. If you want me to find it in the book, just say find it. How about that? Let me see here. I'm trying to get y'all. Okay, y'all familiar with Joseph? It ain't Joseph, but for the sake of what we got going on, his own brothers. How was Joseph able to play mind games with his own brothers amongst all these black folks? I'm talking about if he was white. He was a teenager when they sold him. But if he was white, his brother would have been started figuring something out. Think about it. And the number two, it's upwards of 120 degrees over there. That ain't no coincidence. The Most High know what he's doing. He'd have been over there. He wouldn't have been outside. He'd have been inside somewhere. Huh? All right, now, I got another one for you. Genesis chapter 50. the Canaanites, the descendants, the kinfolks of the Egyptians, thought the Hebrews was all Egyptians. Let's go to Genesis chapter 50. Let me see what verse is that, 50 and 11. All right. He'd been fried like crackling, you doggone right. He'd been fried like crackling. All right. So right here in Genesis chapter 50, Israel had died. And they left Egypt to go bury him. Okay? Pharaoh said, go bury thy father according to as he has made thee swear. Israel had died. Okay? All right. Now, when you get to verse 11, and when the inhabitants of the land, the Canaanites, the cousins of the Egyptians, saw the mourning at the floor of Atad, they said, this is a grievous mourning to the Egyptians. They thought all of Israelites, they thought everybody, it was some Egyptian mixed in with them. But they thought everybody was Egyptian. The Canaanites, the kinfolk of the Egyptians. If the Israelites are white folk. Wherefore the name is called Abel Mizraim, which is beyond Jordan. Okay? There go them Canaanites, the ones that were cursed. There it is right there. All right. Think about that one. You know everybody black. When the distant cousin, when the cousins of when the same bloodline of Ham don't even recognize the Israelites from the Egyptians. Come on, family. But the color don't matter and everybody's white. That is what you call, that's the epitome of white supremacy. Okay, now, all right, now Uriah the Hittite. Uriah the Hittite was a descendant of the Canaanites. I'm just showing you how Hamites and Shemites throughout the Bible was in close proximity to each other. Y'all know Uriah the Hittite, who David killed and took his wife? Uriah the Hittite. Let me show it to you. And notice he had a Hebrew name. Uriah. So he was a descendant of the Canaanites. So if Canaan was cursed, then why did the Most High punish David for killing Uriah? Huh? Think about that, family. Look, the usual suspects, y'all. The usual suspects. Yeah, I'm mocking them. They've been mocking us these years. A little mockery is light compared to what they've done to us. They hung us out in the forest and let the buzzards eat off of us. Huh? They hung us and let the wild dogs and the bull hogs and everybody else and everything else. And even them was eating us. But you mad because I'm mocking y'all. Yeah. I ain't got nothing for you. All right. I don't hate you. But doggone it, hey, if this ain't your cup of tea, then move on. Okay? Now, Uriah the Hittite, okay? There you see it. Now, there's a minor figure in the Hebrew Bible mentioned in the book of Samuel. And an elite soldier. He was a special soldier. Think about that. This is a Hamite right there close to King David. All right? The husband of Bathsheba, the daughter of Elam. While Uriah was serving in David's abroad, David was it's getting into David sleeping around with Uriah's wife. Okay. And then on top of that, look, that was his eighth wife. I didn't know that. But anyway, he was a Hittite. Hittites are descendants of Canaanites. Look, there you go. Based on the biblical account, Uriah was likely the ethnic Hittite minority living in Israel. See, we suppose if they coming up under our laws and we up under the Most High, we supposed to be getting along with everybody. Not plotting on trying to exterminate them, not stealing their land, not stealing their wives, none of this foolishness. That's what they do. You understand? But I'm just showing you. All right? Oh, y'all can't see this. Y'all keep me straight. Y'all keep me straight. The usual suspects right here. There you go. The usual suspects. They got more white pictures. But I was reading this. You can type this in. Uriah the Hittite. I was reading this. But yeah, I was reading this. And then I scrolled up and mentioned in the biblical account Uriah was the likely of the ethnic Hittite minority living in Israel. Okay? That had lived around the region of the land of Canaan. All right. Now, let me just go on in here and let me see what the name Uriah means. I think it means light of Yah. Let me see. Let me just see. So you got a Canaanite that took a Hebrew name. And you think the Most High wasn't gonna punish David because he's a Canaanite. Y'all keep on thinking that. Y'all keep thinking that. That's why I keep saying you can't just go out here shedding innocent blood. You can't do it. Study your Bible. Doggone, these devils got a history of messing with us and we ain't bothering them. Just say that for later. And then the Most High will be with you. Okay? Now, the name Uriah is of Hebrew origin. My light is Yahweh. You see? Or flame of Yah. It is a biblical name associated with several figures in the Bible, including Uriah the Hittite. All right? Now, let me get back on track here. I don't even know why I had this up here. This might have been from last night. Hold on. I need to get it together. Yeah, this from last night. Let me move on. All right. But anyway, this is more about the Hittites. They are descendants of Canaan. Okay. I'm just showing you the descendants of Ham and how we was in close proximity. Now, throughout the Bible, the Israelites was close proximity to Hamites. Now, after we received the law from Moses, the Most High told us to quit marrying them. Okay? Now, think about it. Even Joseph, when the Messiah was a baby, he went into Egypt. He didn't go to Italy. He didn't go to Crete. He didn't go to where the Greeks was. He didn't go to where the Europeans was. He went into Egypt in the Bible when Herod was trying to kill him. See, Herod was trying to kill him. All right? There you go right there again. Palestine, Jebusites, Amorites, Hittites. All right. Let me keep moving. I ain't got to beat this too long. I can pretty much wrap it up. I done pretty much. No, I got some Bible verses. Let me go through these Bible verses. Okay, well, these ain't Bible verses, but I can find them. Okay. Joseph's brother did not recognize him. Let me see. Let me type it in so I give you something to look at. I don't want to quench the spirit and end too fast. I wonder what they're going to say. They got messianic. I know there's going to be some kind of Euro spin to it. All right, why didn't Joseph's brother recognize him? So how come Joseph's brother couldn't recognize him? Okay. First, that was about 20 years since Joseph last saw his brother, right? And the last time they saw him, he was a gawky, immature teenager. Okay, but if he was white, and I just showed you in the Bible that the Hamites is black folk, yeah, they come on, family. But nevertheless, when his brother met him in Egypt, I got some more. He was fully mature adult and was a result probably taller and has a much deeper voice. All right. So you mean to tell me out of 11 men, including his own younger brother Benjamin, couldn't nobody recognize him? Or was Benjamin born later? Could nobody, I'm just saying. You know, he was white, somebody would have been thinking, but anyway. Okay, now, second, his appearance was now of it, so he was dressed like the Egyptian. I don't care if you Vanilla Ice. If you come around in my neighborhood, you gonna stick out like a sore thumb. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you Slim and them. You come around us, you gonna stick out. Now, and another thing, the Israelites, we were slaves around black folk when we was in Egypt over 400 years. One slave 400 years exactly. We wasn't slaves for 400 years, but we was in Egypt around 400 years. Now, they'd have been wiped out. Everybody would have been black. That's one of the fears of these Europeans now. Genetic annihilation. Let's just keep it real. So why is the Jewish community, if they survive being around black folk, I'm just saying if they was white, if they was slaves in Egypt, and they survived around all them black folks in captivity in Egypt the first time, then why are they doing this? Then why are they doing this? Huh? Sterilizing black folk. Huh? Why they worried about? I thought the Most High said that the descendants of Abraham was gonna be numerous. Ain't that what the Bible said? Hey, if the Bible said Abraham's descendants was gonna be, you ain't gonna be able to count them. Let me get a warning. So does it make any sense if they are the people to be sterilizing folks because they worried about them outpopulating them? Huh? They said now they done changed. Let me see when they do this. See, now they started to change stuff. The involuntary. Let me read this and see what they say. Let me read this. I ain't afraid just because they don't say what I think it's gonna say. Israel has never practiced involuntary sterilization. You know why? You know why they can say they didn't practice involuntary sterilization? Because they told them women, if you don't take this, you ain't getting in. So yeah, they volunteered. So they told them Ethiopians. I remember. I've been up on this for a minute. They told them women, if you don't take this shot, you can't come here. So they took the shot, so they volunteered. Let me see. Let me read on down and make sure I'm not misspeaking. I am aware that Israel has sterilized black African women without their consent. Well, okay. Now this is contradictory. I mean, these folks are talking out of both sides of their mouth. Look right here. Israel has never practiced involuntary sterilization. And the next verse up under there, I am aware Israel has sterilized black African women without their consent. So let me keep reading. Maybe I'm reading it wrong because they got it in quotation. Let me keep reading. The narrative from any so-called American progress that Israel is a racist state. Who y'all think trains the American police over here? They always talking about the police. It's the police training, right? Right? They always talk about the police training. Who trains the police? And the very fact of what they're doing to the Palestinians is racism. That's what it is. That's racism. But they ain't racist. So you can't believe nothing. You really this article really is discredited. It's discredited. Too many lies. But anyway, there you go, right there. So you got a maniacal genocidal state training the police, and then we wondering what's going on. Yeah, but anyway, let me keep going. I've covered this in videos in the past, and some of y'all might not missed it. I know I don't have that many subscribers, but hey, just go back. Just go back. That's all I can tell you. I've covered it. I've been doing it for years. Okay? So, yeah. Thinking about doing a video about slave catchers. Y'all interested in that? Slave catchers. But let me get back on track. That would fall right in the slave catchers. That would fall right in the slave catcher category right there. Okay, let me read this more. In the late 2000s, reports appeared in the Israeli media that claimed the injection of Depo-Provera, a long-acting contraceptive, have been forced on hundreds of female Ethiopian immigrants. But there's conflict. Y'all can study this out yourself. Okay. Tell that to the women that was complaining. But nevertheless, and here go another one. But anyway, if you know the nature of the beast, then you know what to expect. This is 2013. I'm just going back, and let's see when this come out. 2018. Why didn't they address it then? See, this come out 2018. Okay. Why didn't they, if it was a lie, why didn't they correct it then? And this came out 2013. Why didn't they make them take this down? Huh? Think about it, family. But anyway, let me get on back on my this ain't even my lesson. The point is, why is you worried about the population of black people if you're descendants of Abraham? The Most High promised that the Israelites are going to be numerous. Plenteous. That's what he promised. Okay, yeah. Let me get to the next one. All right, now, next point. Moses was raised in Pharaoh's house. So what you gonna do about that? Remember in the book of Exodus, Pharaoh ordered all the male children to be executed. Let me show it to you, because some of y'all don't know the Bible. Some of y'all don't know the Bible. I mean, I'm not knocking you. That's what I'm here for. I'm not making fun of you. Okay? But that's why I'm doing it like this. Let me put this in the Bible. Exodus. I think it's Exodus chapter 2. All right. If it don't matter who the Israelites are, then why does the Bible keep going through genealogy, bloodline, even in the New Testament, bloodline? If it ain't important, all right. Now there arose a new. Okay, y'all can't see that. This is Exodus chapter 2. Now there arose a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph, and he said to his people, "Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than me." That promise of Abraham was kicking in, wasn't it? Kicking in already in the book of Exodus. The Egyptian is worried about the Hebrews outpopulating them. All right, it was kicking in. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply and it come to pass when they're followed out any war, they join also with our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out the land. They didn't want us to leave. They didn't want us to leave. These folks talking about they want us gone. If we gone, boy, America be done. If all the black folks left America, America would be done. I know some of y'all with your arrogance don't see it. You gonna see it. You would be done. The only reason why he's holding back all that wrath is because he's mindful of his people. If all his troops was pulled out, you're done. All right, let me keep going. Okay. And therefore they did set over them slave masters, taskmasters, to afflict them with burden. And they built Pharaoh treasure cities. Pithom, sound like America, don't it? Pithom and Ramesses. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. And they were grieved because of the children of Israel. Now look at this. Don't this sound like these Europeans today? The Israelites is building all this wealth for the Egyptians, and they grieve. Ain't putting in no work, reaping the benefits of our slave labor, but they grieved, just like a devil. Sounds just like these Americans, don't it? Benefiting out all the labor that stole our land, that stole our wealth, that did all this dirt to us, and they grieved. All right, and the Egyptians made the children of Israel serve with rigor. And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage. We've been serving hard for over 400 years. We've been serving hard for over 400 years. Just because you don't see the plantation, you own the plantation. Why? When you protest about liberties, you got armored tanks in your face. You got police, military, you got SWAT, you got helicopters flying everywhere. Feds and the CIA everywhere. But when everybody else do it, where them folks at? They way back chilling. But anyway, mortar and in brick and in all the manner of service of the field, all their service way, and they made them serve with rigor, hard slavery. These folks can't survive that. They don't have the genetics to survive that. They can't survive that. Not in Egypt. Not out there in that hot 120 plus degree. No, that's why you see them Arabs always covered up. That tells you they are not indigenous to that land. They started becoming white during the Greek rulership. When the Greeks conquered the land, that's when the Arabs started becoming intermingled. Okay? That's why you got them over there. And then when they would enslave us, they would castrate. That's them Arabs for you. But let me keep going. And the king of Egypt spake with the Hebrew midwives, of which the one of them name was Shipper and the other one named Poor. And he said, when you do the office of the midwife, when you get ready to deliver that baby up to the Hebrew women, to see them up on the stools, notice they had birthing stools. They wasn't laying down in the bed. It might be food for thought for future reference. I'm not a doctor, haven't delivered no babies, but they looked like they were standing up squatting. That's what it looked like to me. They were standing up squatting, not laying down. But anyway, if it be a son, then you shall kill him. Pharaoh putting a hit out on all Hebrew males. So how did Moses grow up in Pharaoh's house if he was a white boy? Huh? How did Pharaoh grow up in Pharaoh's house? How did Moses grow up right up under Pharaoh's nose in his house? Because everybody black. You got Shemites, descendants of Shem, and you got Hamites, descendants of Ham. Let me keep going. Now, Exodus chapter 4, verse 6 and 7. Moses stuck his hand in his bosom and it turned white. Moses, his hand was not all let me show it to you in the Bible. Exodus chapter 4, His hand was not already white. It was turned white. Exodus chapter 4. All right. These folks don't do nothing but lie. Joseph he looked like the Egyptians because he was dressed like them. All right. And Yahweh said unto Moses, put forth thine hand and take it by the tail and put it in and he put his hand in and he called it. Okay, hold on. This is where he's picking up the snake. All right, now, this is what Moses picked up, put it through his rod down and turned it into a serpent. All right, verse 5. Verse 6. And Yahweh said that furthermore unto him, put now thine hand into thy bosom. And he put his hand into his bosom. When he took it out, behold, it was leprous. It was white. It was white all over. White as snow. It's given a description of what leprosy is. White. If his hand was already white, then what is the miracle? The Most High just threw the rod down and it turned into a serpent. So the Most High gonna turn a white hand white. He gonna go from a big miracle like turning a rod into a serpent to turning a white hand white. Okay, but anyway, there it is. All right, and then he said, put thine hand into thy bosom again. And he put his hand into his bosom and plucked it out of his bosom. And behold, it was turned again as the other flesh. All right. Pharaoh put a hit out on Moses. The Most High arranged it where Moses grew right up under Pharaoh's nose. All right. Paul was mistaken for an Egyptian in the book of Acts. Let me see the book of Acts 21:3, 38. All right. People say, I've seen some stuff. People let them argue, but they can't argue how they gonna explain how Moses grew up. I just showed you Genesis 10, the Egyptian black folk. How they gonna explain how if Moses was white, he grew up in Pharaoh's house? His daughter, his own daughter, Pharaoh's own daughter, raised Moses under his house. But anyway, as Paul was to be led unto the castle, he said to the chief captain, may I speak unto thee? Who said, canst thou speak Greek? Paul speaking a white man's language. Or not thou that Egyptian, which before, around, it was still a bunch of black people in Egypt. All right? Which before these days made us an uproar and let it out of the wilderness. But anyway, Paul was mistaken for an Egyptian by a Roman guard. All right? Now, let me go through these things and make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Oh, yeah. Let me see here. Let me see. I think I got something else. I be putting notes all over the place, y'all. Y'all had to forgive me. Hold on. Right here. Okay. But anyway. And then there's this. National Geographic did a thing on the black pharaohs. Okay. And why all the black statues got the nose chopped off? Just think about that. So all the statues, when the Europeans went over there, all the nose all the statues caught some kind of unclean leprosy where their nose just started rotting off once the Europeans came over there. Think about it. Why all the statues got their noses, something wrong with their noses? Think about that, family. I didn't know it was a disease around the noses only. This is what you got to do when you're a liar. This is what you got to do when you got ulterior motives. You got to lie. And it begin after a while, After a while, it began to look ridiculous and laughable. Okay. Okay, here's another one. Moses had an Ethiopian wife. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. The Egyptians drew themselves as black on the walls. Ignore all that. Ignore all that. You see how these folks are delusional? I don't really waste my time trying to prove anything to them. Now, if they listen, I'll keep talking. But, if they, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. You understand? That casting my pearls before swine. All right. This is why Miriam was turned white in the book of Numbers. Moses had an Ethiopian. Let me see. Numbers chapter 12. Numbers chapter 12. I'm just showing you. I'm showing you descendants of Ham. And all praise to the Most High. So this is how this is the tools we can use to destroy them lies. Okay. Now this is Miriam. Okay, Numbers chapter 12. And Miriam and Aaron, let me see how much time I left. Okay, about an hour. All right. Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married, a descendant of Ham. Okay. He also had another wife, Zipporah, where he had a son named Gershon. But look right here. He had an Ethiopian woman whom he had married, for he had married an Ethiopian woman. How come everybody, the fault, makeup, and genome of the people in the Bible are pale skinned? But I'm supposed to sit back and just be talk soft. Just talk soft and just tiptoe through the tulips while you got the CIA doing these mind control on our people. That is violent. Once you get up in here, ain't no telling what you might do. Because, if I hadn't got locked up when I did, ain't no telling what I would have done. Let me give y'all an example. I had dreams of killing police and wasn't worried. Not police that wasn't doing it. Not police that wasn't doing anything. Dirty Ku Klux Klan police. I'm having vision of going in the station. Ain't worried about coming out. One-way ticket. This is what I was thinking. But anyway. All right, let me keep reading. Then they said, hath the Lord indeed spoken only by Moses? Okay, if the Most High was speaking to you, Miriam, even though you put him in the river, and you, Aaron, why didn't y'all lead the people out of Egypt then? Okay? All right. Have he not spoken also by us? And Most High evidently was using them too. Okay. And Yahweh heard it. Now the man Moses was very meek. I didn't mean to say weak. He was very meek. Boy, he had long patience. Above all men which were upon the face of the earth. Notice he was meek, but hey, when it came to his people, he put some people to sleep. That Egyptian he killed. But anyway, and the Lord spake suddenly unto Moses and said, and unto Aaron and unto Miriam, come out ye the three unto the tabernacle of the congregation, and they all came out. And Yahweh came down in the pillar of the cloud and stood in the door of the tabernacle and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. And he said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, Yahweh, will make myself known unto him in a vision and will speak unto him in a dream. Okay? But let's get to, let me see here. Okay, right here. And the anger of Yahweh was kindled against them, and he departed. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became white. She wasn't already white. Okay? He was angry. He punished her. Why did he turn her white for punishment? The Most High is very calculating, meticulous. He did this stuff, so we got this, we got ammunition today. That's to show. That's to show these people that they've been lied to. Okay. And another thing, if Noah was white, and I read in the book of Enoch he was an albino. Albino can still have normal colored children. Just look, you got albino animals running around, and they rare. Nevertheless, if Noah was Noah and his people was white, how you gonna get us? See, that's why they come with that lie. We 3/5. That's why they come with that lie. We monkeys, but y'all lips look like monkeys. Once you shave that black hair like a goat off a monkey, you got white skin up under there with them thin lips. For all you to want to call somebody monkeys, huh? Only for y'all. If you're not an enemy, I'm not talking. Hey, you can't have no thin skin over here fooling with me. If you got thin skin and the fight come out, you might go turn tail and try to give everybody up. So now I don't want no thin skinned men around me as friends. You got thin skin, so when the going get tough, you might turn into Judas. Don't need no thin skinned men as friends. But nevertheless, let me keep going. Never seen white people have albinos too, Arlene. You say you never seen an albino with white skin. White people have well, hey, can I write it down, man? Hey, if you do that, if you do bars, hey, do your thing, man. Do your thing. White people got albinos too. They have albinos. But I know what you're talking about. You talking about the one that come from us. You talking about, yeah, you got you got white people that look, this is a white albino right here. See? Look at her hair. You can tell. But yeah. Yeah. But most of them got hair like wool because they, because they come from us, directly from us. But yeah. Anyway. No. They ain't come from us. I mean, yeah. They white people, that's what they're gonna produce. Yeah, you're right, Arlene. That's what they're gonna produce. Okay. Tamar. I didn't write that Bible verse down. Let me close some of these tabs. And here go another one. Let me share it here. Y'all familiar with Tacticus? What was his name? Was a historian. Y'all know the Israelite historian Josephus. Tacticus was a Greek soldier, not a Greek, but a Roman soldier that said that the Hebrews looked like Ethiopians. And they go, look, you can turn in your Bible right now, Amos chapter 9 and 7. Are you not as the children of the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel? Let me show it to you. Some of y'all head like mine. You have to, ain't nothing wrong with people having to prove. Sometimes having a thick skull can work to your advantage if you are a servant of the Most High. Why is that? Because you ain't biting on everything somebody feeding you. You know what I'm saying? A thick skull ain't necessarily evil. But when you start working against the Most High of his people, then it's evil. So my head used to be, my head kind of thick. I ain't just biting because I done been burned. I'm trusting folks. I done been burned, so I don't be biting. I'm sitting back, I'm analyzing, and I'm using logic. All right, now. So my head, hey, hard head, boy, make up, boy. I learned some hard lessons, boy, painful lessons. So I would say, try not to have a hard head, especially when it comes to the Most High. Don't have a hard head when it comes to the Most High and the truth. All right, now, are you not as the children of the Ethiopians unto me? O children of Israel. See that? Have not I brought up Israel out of the land of Egypt? And go another Hamite child, descendant of Ham. And another descendant of Ham, and the Philistines, Caphar and the Syrians for Kir. Okay? But Judah, this is some more European deception. Everybody white. See that? They got Ham in Africa. They got a white man in Africa, and he white. If white people was in Africa, then how come if y'all was first on the earth, then why did y'all have to go everywhere taking over? The Most High gave you the power. If y'all was the original people of the planet, then it should have been white people everywhere. It wouldn't have been black folks there first, and you kill over the black folks and take over the land. It wouldn't have been black folks, and then you kill all the black folks and take over the land. You got a white man in Europe, a white man from Europe, from the Caucasus Mountain, standing in the hottest part of the earth. Anyway, let me keep going. Yeah, I'm gonna make fun. Okay, Moses had an Egyptian wife, Hagar. A descendant of Ham, black woman. He said, why you keep bringing out the Hamite? I'm just showing you how we was close in proximity. The Most High, right after Moses wrote down the laws and the commandments, told us to quit marrying these folks. But this was before. Okay? Judah married, I think he married a Canaanite woman. All right? They go, look. Here goes some. There go Hagar, y'all. There go Hagar. There go Hagar, y'all. There you go. Was an Egyptian slave, handmaiden of Sarah. But anyway, there go Hagar. There y'all go. Anyway, let me keep moving on. Yeah, maybe they'll stop putting these lies out. You go to making it look real ridiculous. You make it look ridiculous as it is. Maybe they'll stop putting these lies out. Maybe somebody will start telling the truth because it's laughable. You understand what I'm saying? These lies are not innocent. Okay, here we go right here. This is what I was looking for. Okay. First Chronicles chapter 2. Okay, Judah had 5 sons in all by his wife Bathsheba, a Canaanite. Judah, this was before Moses put down these commandments and laws, telling us to quit marrying these other nations. Marry among your tribe. This was before. All right. He married a Canaanite woman. He had 3 sons. I want y'all to peep what happened. He had 3 sons, Onan, and Shelah. His oldest son, was so evil. Look, Judah married a Canaanite woman, and they had his first son, the Most High, killed him. Okay. By his daughter-in-law Tamar, Judah had 2 more sons, Purah and Zerah. Notice Tamar, from my study, was an Israelite woman, and the Messiah come through her. Even though that was his daughter-in-law, Judah was supposed to once the son died, she was supposed to be married to one of his brothers. The Most High killed the other brother because he put his seed on the ground. The second son, Onan, he married Tamar, and he didn't want to raise up a seed to his brother. and he put his seed on the ground, and the Most High killed him. So Judah got scared, and he wouldn't, and he didn't anyway. Tamar still supposed to have been married to the younger son. That's how they was doing it. But if you read, I don't know where it's at, but if you read, that's what's supposed to happen. So what she did, Judah's wife had died, and she dressed up like a hooker and got pregnant. Okay, a prostitute and got pregnant. But anyway, the Messiah came through. Let me show it to you. Let me show it to you in the Bible. How about that? Let me show it to you in the Bible. He didn't come through the Canaanite bloodline. That's what I'm showing you. He didn't come through the bloodline. He didn't come through the Canaanite bloodline. That's probably should have. I didn't write all these verses down. I guess y'all can see that, but nevertheless, let me just Google it. How about that? It's gonna be in Matthew. Let me put Matthew because I know it's in there. Narrow it down to the book. Matthew 1:17. The Messiah did not come through the bloodline of a Canaanite woman. Okay? That's what I'm showing you. Let me go to Matthew 1:17. Back over here. Let me get back over here. Matthew 1. I know it's in Matthew. All right, now. I went down too far. Hold on. Now, Judah begat Pharez and Zerah by Tamar. The Messiah, he didn't come through now one of his sons. See that? His son was wicked. I just showed it to you. He married a Canaanite woman, and the Most High killed two of his sons. Okay? But anyway. Okay, Judah 38 and 11. Let me see here, 38. Let me go to the chapter. Genesis chapter 38. Okay, now it's telling you Judah saw the daughter of a certain Canaanite, and he married her, and she conceived and bore him a son named She conceived and bore him a son Onan, and she yet conceived and bore a son and called his name Shelah. And he was at Chezib, and when she bore him. All right. And Judah took a wife for his firstborn son, whose name was Tamar. And Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of the Most High, and the Most High killed him. He put him to sleep. Okay? And Judah said unto Onan, go in unto thy brother's wife and marry her. This is what we're supposed to do. And raise up seed to thy brother. And Onan knew that the seed would not be him. And it came to pass when he went in unto his brother's wife, he spilled it on the ground, lest that he would have given seed to his brother. And the thing which he did displeased Yahweh, wherefore he slew him also. This is two descendants of a Canaanite wife. Not to say if it would have been any different if it had been an Israelite woman. I just noticed this morning. I just observed this. See, I'm constantly learning stuff. I just observed this morning the Messiah didn't come through the Canaanite woman. Okay? Think about that. All right. Then said Judah to Tamar, his daughter-in-law, remain a widow at my father's house till Shelah, my son, be grown. For he said, lest peradventure he die also, as his brethren did. And Tamar went and dwelt at her father's house. Okay. Judah was supposed to give the younger son to Tamar. He didn't do that. So she dressed up like a harlot. See that? and laid with her, and she became pregnant. Okay? Judah didn't do what he was supposed to do, but hey, but let me keep going. I'm closing these tabs. I'm finna wrap this up, y'all. Here go another layer. Perez and Zerah by Tamar. Okay. But anyway, let me keep going. All right, family. Shalom. I hope y'all. I hope this helped. But yeah, that's just some ammo. They talking about it don't matter and everybody white. And another thing, they talking about how you gonna figure out who you gonna pay reparation to the same way you figure out who to discriminate against. How about that? Some of the same people that don't have their names. How about that? White folks get ignorant when it comes time to atone for your sins. They get ignorant then, but they got such lie IQs. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Y'all, the Most High gonna make y'all settle up. We gonna be good either way it go. We gonna be all right. We gonna be all right either way it go. All right, family. Shalom.
Look, I prepare the table in the presence of my enemies, so they can watch me. I prepare the table in the presence of my enemies,